Coming up on Pope's Plates, sheet pan fajitas. Hi, this is Jennifer. Thank you for joining me as we take a walk through the recipes that have built the culinary foundation of my family. Today we're going to be making sheet pan fajitas. They're quick, they're easy, and they only need one sheet pan, and so there's very little cleanup. And by preheating our oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to begin with one large peeled onion. Here I'm using a sweet Vidalia onion, but you can use a purple or red onion, whatever your taste is, or whatever you happen to have in the house. You're going to cut the onion in half, and then you're going to slice those halves into 1/2 inch to 1 inch wide slices. Now let's use yellow, orange, and red bell peppers and cut them into strips that are similar in size to your onion. My grandmother and I were similar cooks in a lot of ways, and my brother and mother are similar cooks in a lot of ways. One of the ways my grandmother and I are so similar is that when she cooked something, the kitchen looked like a disaster. There was stuff everywhere, and I am as bad, if not worse, when I cook. The kitchen is a disaster. You're going to add half of the total, or 1/2 tablespoon of fajita mix and olive oil to your vegetables, and I will link the recipe for the fajita mix in the description box below. Next, we have a couple of options because I prepared this next part different ways depending on what I have at home. But you're going to cut the equivalent of 1 chicken breast, or you can use that equivalent size of rotisserie shredded chicken, but there's a little bit different preparation at the end, and I'll tell you about that. But let's go ahead and chop up the chicken. There's a lot of silver skin in this one. I think that's what it's called in chicken. Maybe it's just fish. I don't know. Anyway, I would prefer to use a chicken breast, but I didn't have one at home. Once you have prepared your raw chicken, and the instructions are going to be a little bit different for rotisserie chicken, but once you've prepared your raw chicken, add it to the bowl, stir it well, and then add the remaining olive oil, and that's 1 tablespoon, and the remaining fajita mix, that's also 1 tablespoon, and remember that recipe is linked in the description box below. Then you're going to mix it well and leave it for 3 or 4 minutes just to let the fajita mix sort of stick to the vegetables and the chicken. We're going to put our entire mixture on a parchment-lined baking sheet and put it in the oven at 350 degrees for about 25 to 30 minutes. If you're going to use rotisserie chicken and it is already hot, you're just going to shred it and sprinkle it with fajita mix and serve it. If it isn't warm, go ahead and sprinkle it with fajita mix and put in the oven when you have about 10 minutes to go. I like to serve this with cheese, salsa, maybe some guacamole, a squeeze of lemon or lime, and some sour cream. It is so good and so easy. Thanks for visiting Pope's Plates. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Click the notification bell so that you'll know when we have new videos available. And make sure you subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Until I see you again, let's get cooking.